planting as our pivot point anymore. That's great to get the feel and get the motion of the sweep single, but once I start shooting, my pivot point isn't my hand anymore. My pivot point is his leg. So my hands shoot and lock, and I use his leg to get that same spin that Coach was talking about when we planted our hand. We following? I don't want to shoot on a partner and hand plant and not get my hands locked. So instead of using our post, once we have a partner, instead of using this post now, use his leg to spin you around. Make sense? Make sense? Okay. Out in this angle towards the high crotch I'm shooting. Okay, so again, I'm lefty. I'll show it righty. I'm lefty, so I'm going to attack his left leg with a high crotch. I'm going to step kind of to that angle with my back foot. That's my back step. My front foot is going to step where I'm shooting. Boom. Okay, see that? It's a little different. Instead of boom, boom, it's boom, boom. Okay, the reason I like to take this back/outside step for a high crotch is it changes my angle. Instead of kind of shooting this way where my shoulders can get opened up, my shoulder can slip outside, I'm long arming here, I cut him in half with this step, and now I'm shooting into my partner. And my shoulders are square. You guys see that? Do you understand the difference there? Sort of, okay? I'm shooting into my partner. I'm shooting at an angle into my partner. The objective of a high crotch is get his feet off of me, right? If I shoot my high crotch, this angle, my shoulder's out, I'm not in an explosive good position here, okay? And I think this is the #1 issue I see in high school and even college level guys shooting their high C. Their shoulders get turned away because they're not shooting it at the correct angle, okay? So, curve that. My back step steps towards the angle I'm shooting. My front step steps where I'm going. I like to think of a pane of glass right here. I'm gonna shatter it with my knee after I step. Step, step, shatter it with my knee, hands off. Head and chest are up, I'm tight. Notice I left my trail leg back because I'm anticipating a sprawl. Step, drive a small sprawl, step my leg back here so that he has to step trail leg up, re-penetrate his knee between my feet, drive me up off it. I'm gonna do it again. Step, go, and then now that you've got this angle, he's starting to push my body over his shoulder. He's stepped up, feet like feet, ready to drive into me. He's gonna start driving me up, cross, switch off above knee, finish. Okay, 2 rules here. So everything's the same on the front side. I'm taking my back step to create my angle, cut the guy in half, take my front step to the shot, I penetrate, trail leg's still behind. Jet's gonna give me a light sprawl. I'm gonna step up, back step, knee slides back to break the glass. Pull my hips in, chest in, everything's tight to his leg again. He sprawls again, I step, knee slide. Creating an angle here, I wanna start taking my ear to his far shoulder. I'm gonna drive into him, across his body, get him on one leg. Now, once you get a partner up off one leg, now it's safe to switch off. Okay? I don't want to see anyone switching off when they've got both feet on your hands and heads. Does that make sense? Okay? Again, head staying low, pulling on it. He reaches, elbow, inside elbow, shot hand attacks elbow or wrist, short choppy steps into him, I get pressure back, I level change, back step, front step, and pull the tricep all at once. Grabs, I'm attacking same side hand. Shot hand is gonna punch from the hip. I'm not swinging out to punch him up, I'm punching inside. Jamming body up, bring the hand to me. You guys see that? Got my cross wrist now, elbow goes inside his elbow crease. I grab armpit, tricep, and my head pulls into the pocket. Shot hand is attacking elbow or wrist. I'm wrestling forward with short choppy steps. I get pressure back. I'm gonna back step, front step, and pull Back step, front step, level change, pull, hit my sweep. Knees out, back step, fix my knee in. Good position. Now I back step, front step up. I snap my front step leg away, okay? I'm lefty, I'll do it righty. I back step, front step to my fake. I retract, attack from inside, and then when I snap, my front leg, foot that I stepped with is gonna kick back here. I like going all the way to my knee, some people don't. A lot of this snap though comes from my drop, okay? I use my whole body. I keep this tight to me, I use my whole body to snap it, not just my arms, okay? So again, give my hand, wrist exchange. If you're struggling to punch off this ever, I punch to the thumb. I catch, punch to the thumb. Elbow inside, head to the pocket, jamming. Back step, front step, release. He down blocks, drops his head. Back to my hip. Attack inside to this snap. And I'm snapping him to my knee as my knee kicks back. Using both the head snap and this tricep, okay? Ideally, when we snap, my shoulder that I'm snapping the head with slips up the guy's back. And I start cutting an angle to run down or re-attack or go behind. Okay, what I mean by that is as I snap this down, shoulder slides up body. See that? Now I've cut him in half where it's easy to slip off the side and re-attack, okay? That's just like the most basic way I can show you what I'm talking about there, okay? So one more time, I'll do it righty. Get my wrist exchange, punch to the thumb. Elbow inside elbow crease, attack an armpit, high tricep, as I pull my head into the pocket. Shot hand finds elbow or below, short choppy steps into him, back step, front step, release to a fake, retract, snap, get my knee back, slide my shoulder up his back. Boom, feeding hips. Notice my chest is off him. If my chest is on him, my hips come off him. You feel the difference there? When my chest is off him, my hips are engaged, I'm curling his neck, pressuring into him really hard. From here, my snap hand's going behind the armpit, I'm sticking this tricep into the mat, run an angle to the thigh, okay? Run an angle to the thigh. Harder for him to turn his knee into me than if I'm below the knee where he could curl his foot and spin it and break my lung, okay? Especially when we're on the mat, getting the whizzer feel. If I'm above the knee, it allows my shoulder to slip behind the thigh here. If I'm low down here, I feel a lot of the times my shoulder slips out. I get above the knee, now my shoulder's back below his hamstring, right here. See this? And that's why we get our knee here. Now it's easy to come shelf and attack, right? But I want to shoot to this position. Crawl, curl, defend. Okay, so how I look at it is the battle is where my knee is going to face. He wants my knee facing away, struggle to wipe my own butt most of the time. So I don't like reaching, really don't like reaching, okay? Instead, I'm gonna let this guy make contact with me and we'll build from there, okay? Playing a little bit of chess, I know he's gonna grab me, I know how he's gonna grab me, I'm gonna use it against him to get to our positions, okay? Now, I really like my right side inside tie, okay? Really want this position right here. I'm on the high tricep armpit. My head is in what's called the pocket. It's like the little trap right here to his ear. Turning his face with my head. Tight, right here. I'm pulling his shoulder into my forehead. That's what really traps the arm here. If my head's lazy, I don't have near as good of a bite on this, right? I'm squeezing it between my head and my hand. That's what really keeps this arm tight. Following? Okay. So, I like my right side. I'm gonna circle my head to the right side. Okay, here. Putting my head in his space where I'm making him uncomfortable. Naturally, he's gonna reach. Okay, every time. It's his back leg too. He'll be super comfortable reaching, grabbing collar tie. So I'm circling to this side, putting my head in his space, so that he reaches collar tie, okay? I'm gonna attack forearm or wrist, okay? With same side hand, forearm or wrist. My butt's gonna drop, I'm level changing. I'm gonna drive his body up off me, okay? Butt drops, my hand, my free hand that is not wrist rolling, okay? There's a lot of pieces to follow, so bear with me. My hand that's not wrist rolling, it's gonna shoot from hip and jam either pec, shoulder, or bicep, okay? Some sort of jam into my partner to help stand his body up. So I circle, partner reaches. I'm gonna attack forearm, free hand jams, butt drops. Drive him up. See that? Then I'm gonna pass my free hand, go cross wrist, elbow inside elbow. You guys see that? I place my elbow in the elbow crease, and I attack armpit tricep, pull my head in position, right here. Okay? You guys see this? Yeah? Shot hand. After I've wrist exchanged, so he grabs, I punch and roll, pass to wrist, elbow inside elbow, attack armpit, pull my head in position. Shot hand is gonna jam elbow or wrist, okay? I don't wanna see our shot hand up top. Here, 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 because what's that do? It's all right, nobody probably knows this. Okay? When my shot hand goes up top, exactly, he's gonna squeeze me down, trap my elbows. Now it's really hard for me to release and go, right? I can't just shoot here now. I've got to clear this out, and now I can shoot, okay? So I don't want to give him that. I want to keep my shot hand free so I could release and threaten and snap and follow. We following? I'm talking to myself. Following? Okay. Circling to the side I want. Partner grabs, butt drops, wrist roll, jam his body up. Pull him down to cross wrist, elbow inside elbow, attack hand attacks elbow or wrist. I personally like elbow. From here, I'm gonna drive. As soon as I get pressure back from my partner, I'm gonna back step, front step, level change, just like we did earlier, pulling his body over with the tricep, and then both my hands release the single leg. Now look, my knee's not in, back step drive, get my knee in position. Boom.